Welcome to On the Couch with Ryan.
On the couch and in the car.
Yeah, On the Couch and in the Car, episode 5. I think was season 1. We're very excited. Thank you, Corona, for getting us here, getting us to this place. I wanted
I thought we
to,
would say that.
yeah, exactly. I wanted to introduce one of my favorite friends. I think that I only get an opportunity to really introduce somebody once. So I kind of like think about it. But this person is literally the sweetest person, the most caring person, and one of the most honest that I could really put on here. And so I want to introduce everybody to Hope Pace. How are you, Hope?
Oh, hey. I'm well.
All
I'm
is well.
blessed and highly favored.
Come on, somebody. Shout
Yes.
out, shout out to all of our rewatchers, people that are jumping on this at 9:30. They just poured that last bath and put the Epsom salt in there. They're like, I'm gonna jump on the couch with Ryan to see what he's talking about on a Sunday night
Oh,
before I got to get back into my quarantine.
my best friend already told me, like, so that comes on at what time? Okay, I can watch it later.
I can
She's
watch it
like,
later. Yeah, no,
hey,
man.
Amy, when you're watching this at 10 o'clock tonight.
What up, Amy? What up, Amy? Um, First, Hope, let's get into it. Tell me, elevator speech about yourself. Tell me about where you're at and kind of what you love.
Oh, wow. Okay, so can we preface that we have not rehearsed or gone over any of this? So you just hit me with an elevator speech.
No, no, no.
Was
I mean,
not
it
prepared for
real,
that.
real high level. Nothing serious.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I'm Hope. I'm currently in Mississippi, and I can flip the camera around and prove that
No,
I'm
no,
somewhat
no,
out
no,
in the
no, no, no,
country.
no, no. We'll get there. We'll get
But
there.
I'm not. I'm gonna hold off for that.
Hmm.
But I'm a recruiter. Ryan and I met when we were recruiting together at Asurion in
We did.
Nashville.
We did.
Gosh, those were some of the best days. And I'm out here right now. I'm living. I'm
Hmm.
thankful that I have a job where I work remote.
Hmm.
I'm a stable field. I'm a recruiter for waste management. So that's something that we need. We need our trash people out there right now. Like,
Got it.
that's
Got it.
stable.
Got it. Keeping the people
We need
together.
them.
Um,
Waste warriors.
Waste Warriors, baby. So I was doing a lot of snooping and deep diving. Tell me about Gluckstadt, Mississippi. I know I said it wrong, but tell me about it. I want to
You
know.
said it right.
I did?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. It's a German word.
Okay.
Loosely translated, it means lucky town. Hey. I know this because my buddy actually started a brewery a
Hmm.
couple years ago, and that was the name of it. It was Lucky Town. And I was like, well, what is that from? He's like, that's what Gluckstadt means. I was like, oh, my hometown. I had no idea.
Hmm.
So it's like a dot on the map. I don't even think it's on the map. It's
Yeah.
in between like two cities, so it's more of like a county. It's the rural area. And over like the last 10 or, well, let's say 20 years, they actually have like their own school.
Yeah.
Because before, like, that wasn't even a thing. It had like a stop sign. And you just kind of went through the four-way stop and you're like, that was Gladstadt.
Yeah.
And that was it. There was one gas station and a four-way stop.
What's the best thing that people don't know about Gluckstadt?
Cadhead vodka started here.
Please.
Honeysuckle
Please.
flavored vodka. It's delicious.
Humor me. Humor me. You said it was called what again?
Cadhead. It's a thing. You can Google it.
I need to see it. I'm concerned about it. That's what I'm really trying to figure out.
I have a bottle inside. I should have brought it out. I could present it. Maybe they could sponsor us.
Hope, what is your favorite word?
Can I say hope? Okay, no. I will.
No, you can't.
Okay. My favorite word. Oh, wow. Ryan. That's tough. Because, like, all these corny things are coming to mind, like music, rainbow. I will say, I don't know. Sunshine? Should I say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
No, I mean it's fine. I feel like if that's the one you're picking, I'm down for it. I feel like it's a really cool gauge of just thought process of, something that you're not like, oh wait, what is my favorite word? We use so many, so it's like, what do you feel like if you could think of just one that even you love to use?
Probably joy.
Mm.
Because that's the one thing that like we're chasing the most in life, you know, joy. Because that's the one thing that you're trying to, I think all of us as humans are trying to have consistently in our life is joy.
Yeah.
So go with that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You were in the hospital hours away from potentially not making out of the hospital.
That's the thing.
What did you learn when you woke up from that situation?
Take care of yourself. Listen to your body. That situation would not have escalated if I would have paid a little more attention to what was going on and not being like, oh, it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. No, I wasn't fine. That actually happened 6 years ago this week. And so I really stop and reflect on that moment. You know, every year when it gets here, it's kind of like, I'm just so thankful that wasn't it. Because that would have been a bummer. Like 29 and I'm out? No. And I learned, you know, that I have some amazing friends. I had never experienced such a intense display of love as the people that just rose up for me during that time. I was very humbled by that.
We got a comment from Kathleen here. I just want to check this one out. She says, it's a tasty thing. They make honeysuckle vodka. It's so good. All right.
Thank you, Kat. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey.
That's my homie. She knows about the cat head.
Who
about it?
Who do you look up to most, Hope, and why?
Oh, man. I think people are going to be disappointed when I don't say them, but I would think I look up most to my buddy Kish that's out in Taiwan. We've been friends for like close to 15 years. He's just he's someone who keeps me grounded, and he's living his best life. He's been traveling the world for I don't even know, about 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just that guy. I always joke that he's on a mission to be the most interesting man on earth. That is what Mike Gish is doing. And he always pushes me, you know, to do the most and to be the best version of myself. And we need those people.
I mean, I think that we all, I saw yesterday, I was watching, shameless plug, I was watching Madam CJ Walker's story. And I guess she was getting ready to get sued. And then the next thing you know, her attorney's just like, no, I'll take care of it. And it's like, yeah, man, I need people like that on my team. And I consider you one of those people where it's like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of it. You know, and I feel like we all need people like that on our team. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be watching that show. I've got it on my list.
Look, you know, we all got deep playlists right now. We got really deep playlists.
I've been saving shows because I'm just not bored enough to watch them yet. Like I really am gonna need that in a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Omlin?
What do you feel like is the weirdest thing you've done since you've been on quarantine in beautiful, beautiful Mississippi?
Can I say this?
No. No. This doesn't count.
I colored with chalk like I was 5 years old.
Okay.
You know you're out of shape when you're sore 2 days later on your hamstrings from just bending over and coloring.
Yeah.
Because that was a real situation after that chalk incident.
That's I feel like we're all trying to figure out a way to be artistic and realistically do everything we can to just not go crazy.
Yeah. We are.
Hope, when I put this picture up, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Oh my goodness. Smiles. That was a good day. Joy. There's that word.
There it is.
That's my dad.
Talk to me a little bit what your
had crawfish right before I tuned in here. That's what we had for lunch.
Well, talk to me a little bit about your dad. What does he mean to you? And tell me a little bit about you guys.
I'm an only child, so that's JP and I'm HP.
Yeah.
We always say I have a tattoo on my arm and it says HP 143JP because that was our hashtag back before there was texting. We would page each other that.
Oh man, you putting your age out there now. The
I am.
with the clip on it.
It's fine. I'm got scared you already put my age out there in the title of this video.
You know, it was sent to me, so I'll go ahead and say that the age was sent to me. I just made sure to add a little bit of information. That's all.
Thank you.
There was a lot of color in today's episode, but no. I mean, what does your dad mean to you?
He means everything to me. It's been we've had a lot going on in the last year, but my dad is a good man, and I love him very much. He's always been the foundation of our family.
Yeah.
He's a plumber, so he's been a plumber my whole life. And I did make it wasn't even a joke as much as a statement, but I haven't talked about toilet paper this much in my entire life. I'm a plumber's daughter.
Yo, so can you give us a reason why we should not flush paper towels and baby wipes down the toilet? And I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to just give us that quick overview.
Because it will stop up your pipes, and you will have to call a plumber. And if you use Drano, that just completely destroys your pipes. It's like acid. So just, guys, don't do that. Don't do it. Kleenex is fine, but paper towels and wipes, that is such a bad decision.
Once again,
put it in the trash can and just don't talk about it.
No, seriously, once again.
No one has to know you're doing that.
Once again, we're on the couch with Ryan. You got Hope here right now, and she's giving you all you need to know about toilet paper and wiping yourself with very, very hard, paper towel. This is big.
The more you know, guys. Oh, look at that. It's
a
small world.
And my man AJ, his dad used to coach me in basketball. And I used to drive around the team because I was like the only one that had a license. So I got the MVP. So shout out to that. Thank you, Coach Davis. You're the man. No skill. I just did what I had to. Oh, my goodness. Hope, what is your least favorite word?
Rules. That would say rules, or like the handbook. I'm not a big fan. I never have been. I will respect a rule if it makes sense, but let's be real, like 90% of rules don't make any sense, and y'all just making us follow them. Okay? And I cannot stand it. I'm like an advocate against this has to make sense.
How do you like to be comforted?
I'm really good on self-comfort. I really like snacks and naps. They never let me down.
Snacks and naps. Yo, I feel like
the whole thing.
The t-shirt, I mean, you need to get it like put on somebody's registry is like yours trademark, because snacks and naps is gonna take off on Fashion Nova and all type of Target products. I swear to God, it seems like it's something that's on Starbucks, the thermal right now. They're selling snacks and naps, baby. Let's go.
Seriously, doesn't that just make you happy saying it?
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, and emotionally?
Those are three things, Ryan. You just bam, bam, bam.
I mean, but I think that there are things that when we go through our day, I think we subconsciously go through it, and then we don't even know because it's ingrained in us. But if somebody actually asking us the question, you're like spiritually, emotionally, it's like, oh yeah, well, I do get when I see some art, or when I'm having that conversation with somebody that I don't know that I can gain some information from.
Yeah, I mean, so I think there are going to be different answers. Like spiritually, I think that would be nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're Wiccan.
Yeah. Light the candles and just go. Done with you right now. I mean, music and nature, those two things.
And I see that from you, though. I see that.
It's real. Like that's the main thing about being out here and this season of my life in Mississippi. Like, leaving a big city like Nashville, where I could go to a concert every single night, where you used to make fun of me for that on the regular. Like, Hope said, a concert in a cave. Don't mind her. And leaving that, and being out here, it's been a very big transition. But going for a walk with headphones in out in the middle of the country, that's a very rare form of serenity that not a lot of people can experience daily. I mean, people spend good money to go and get cabins out in the woods to be in nature. I'm out here, so I'm really trying to just appreciate that, find comfort in that. while I'm in this waiting season before, I'm on to the next thing in life.
It's funny you said that because my next question was, Hope, do you have any regrets? And if so, what are they?
Well, yes, Ryan. Anyone that says no regrets is such a liar.
Yeah, life is amazing.
No one has time for you. I mean, I don't even know. That's a tough one. I would just say maybe not developing emotionally as fast as like I should have.
Yeah.
Because, life was a party for a real long time.
Party.
I don't have any regrets of that, What's up? But also, in hindsight, I've been in therapy, for about like the last year, like really doing some work. And I just think everybody needs all the therapy. I'm a really big advocate for therapy. So if you have questions about that experience, holler at your girl. I can give you, but the way I explain that, it's like you're getting a master's and the class is like on yourself. That's the best analogy I can give you for therapy. And in that, I did discover, that maybe I could have gotten to some destinations a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But I took the scenic route, and that's okay.
Well, I mean, getting your master's degree at 50 is just as good as getting it at 25. So I mean, it's just about the journey and being able to say I got a life experience instead of not having the experience to get the job done. So that's kind of different. And I like that. So when it comes to therapy, how many times do you go, and what does that look like for you all? Just kind of like sitting down and chopping it up, or you just like go down your Facebook feed and say, "This is where I was at. My memes were rough,"
I go once a week, and it was crazy. Like, who would think? And I, I'm not. This isn't a jab at Mississippi.
Yeah.
Statement. That I would find like a very open-minded therapist here, very not super conservative values, like very, I don't know really how to say this, it's not going to upset everybody, but just like someone I really click with.
Yeah.
That was awesome. She's probably going to be what I miss the most when I leave here.
Right.
I just go and I talk each week. It's like I've known her my whole life,
We got our first Ebony and Isaac. Oh, we're just,
Someone finally got that?
No, exactly. Somebody finally got that. We were waiting. We were like, all right. We literally left the chat, y'all, and we went back in. And we were like, because it was all Hope. She was like, yo, we should be Ebony and Ivory. So, no, this is good stuff here, guys. You're looking at top quality, low budget production. This comes to you again, Ryan, on the couch with Ryan. I'm here with Hope. And also, we're supported by White Claw. If you could just go ahead and throw that up. We didn't get in.
No law.
Martial law brought to you by coronavirus. Yo, shout out to everyone on the White Claw. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on the White Claw. Hope, what is your favorite curse word? And could you say it?
Fuck yeah, I can say it.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Everybody, go ahead and put your favorite curse word in the comments.
Just drop it in there.
Yeah, throw in a couple of asterisks, though. We're going to flash it on the screen. Make sure everybody feels good about it.
Really colorful, really fast.
No, seriously, this is big. What are you the most proud of in your adult life?
Dang, son.
Dang, son. Tiffany, I said, please use another asterisk at the top. Let's not make full curse words. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I just feel like shit. It comes across the screen.
Sorry.
Ryan's like, let's just drop them in there and then ask a very serious question.
No, seriously. I feel like you gotta be able to say things sometimes to get it off your chest. I'm not a dictionary reader. Like I remember when I would watch Malcolm X, and he's just like going through the dictionary, A for aardvark, and he's just like, to complete a whole dictionary. I bet he could probably, talk to you in a way that would just undress you, with your stupidity. So I feel like when we use curse words, I feel like that's my stupidity just jumping out, because I can't realistically bring you, something from, the H masters and PhD level selection of curse you out.
It's like, let me pin you a word. Just 1 second. Not that one. Just shit. We'll go with shit.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the comments. I love how everybody was super ready for the
They were like, "Ooh,
oh my goodness. Yeah, back to it though. If we got it out. What are you most proud of in your adult life, Hope?
okay." Figuring out my career. That would be it. I have been everything. I have rented cars.
Mm-hmm.
I have sold computers. I have been a radio personality. Hopalicious.
Hey,
people in Hattiesburg, Mississippi know that one.
Come on, Hopalicious.
I've gone to work with my dad as a plumber. That's for real, and got paid for it.
Did you get plumber crack? Did you have plumber? It's a little different when you got the plumber crack. Guys are like, or ladies, they're like, I don't know if I want you under my sink. My man's here. We don't need all that.
I stayed away from the plumber crack.
Okay. Guys. All right. I'm just saying.
I mean, I've bartended. I've done all the things. And I'm really thankful that I finally figured out that I'm a recruiter, and that's what I am. Mm-hmm. And I'm very interested. I'm about to see where this journey goes next, like how far I can take this career, because it's one that has a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors that you can open.
I just saw here somebody said you were a puppeteer. Please, let's delve deep.
Amlin, if you could just unsubscribe from the chat, I can hear him laughing.
Are you doing this at a church? Because I feel like this was probably a church thing. Not a lot of people do hand puppets outside of church.
Yes. Amlin likes to change my Wi-Fi password to puppeteer or puppet master anytime he gets the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I have to tell people my password is puppet master. It's just... I'm fine, Amlin. Thank you for that.
I'm glad that he jumped on here, because we're deep diving. Like, we can never get puppeteer, and nor would I want anyone to know that I was a puppeteer. But I'm here for it, and I'm so glad that you're on my show right now.
I did not get paid. Okay, that is a job if you get a paycheck.
Right.
Anything you do before you're 12 does not count.
Anything to make your parents happy.
Yes, thank you.
Big. What do people not know that you do when no one else is around?
Man. That's like I lift others up a lot.
Lord, I feel like you were looking for a cigarette. You were just going back and
I
was like,
I don't want to be bragging and
let me just do. Oh, where my light at? I got to get it together. I'm sorry, y'all. Everyone, just for you to know, people have no idea what questions I'm gonna ask. When I get on here, I try to make them different. I try to make it something that we can all kind of, get on here and exactly ha about.
Let me turn the AC on and just.
I want you to turn the AC on. You're in the hot seat. Come on. But no, seriously, what do you? Y'all, you can see our budget level is high right now. You hear me? We got Beyonce fan action going on. Come on, can you give us your best Beyonce reaction? Give me something. All the single ladies. Can you give me
I
this?
got hot sauce in my bag.
Can you give me this? Give me some of this. Give me some of this. I need that. Check, yo. Let me check. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. This is it, y'all. We having a good time. You didn't think you would get this at 2:30 in Mississippi? Let me tell you guys, this is because of Corona. You're gonna get this for a good little couple days here, y'all. Stay on board, y'all. Stay on board.
I was telling Ryan when we were in the backstage. Whenever you join this thing, it puts you backstage.
Yeah, we were backstage.
I said, leave it to you to think of this. I've been seeing everybody. Not everybody, but I've seen a good amount of people go live lately by themselves. Yeah. But then yesterday, I just, I'm scrolling and I see Ryan is like live interviewing people like this is Ellen. And I was like, of course it was Ryan. That did that.
We have no money, but we have sad stories. Let me tell you.
We're here.
No, we're here.
We'll share that.
If you got a sad story, put it in the comments right now. I don't care if you got a toilet paper, if you in a situation where you over here just trying to figure out how you gonna make that bill payment. Put it out here, express it. We're gonna put it up on the board, and we're gonna try to get you a cash out. We're gonna do it. We got 12 people.
We're gonna do it.
Somebody got $10 for y'all.
Okay. $10 and a hug.
$10 and a hug. We're gonna do this together, y'all. Somebody said, "Oh, Olympia said like this is Ellen." That's right. I
I
am a,
mean, it's the
I'm a,
closest thing that I've got to Ellen so
I'm a
far.
good, I am a covered girl, white lesbian. I'm living my life right now. Okay, back to it, Hope. What do you do when no one else is around that people don't know? I'm not letting it go because I feel like it's interesting.
I feel like we should. I love that you circled right back to it. Right back to that uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, I do. I feel like, I spend a good bit of time lifting others up because I love my people, and if I see people are down, and a lot of us are down right now, I want to try to spend some time and make you smile and talk to you. Like, we all have shit going on. It's not an easy time right now. It's not, joy is not just being pumped into the sky and rainbows everywhere. It's just kind of like an uneasy feeling that's just kind of sitting right now. I think that everyone's feeling. So if I can just take some time out of my day to talk to somebody and lift them up, I'm here for that. Even if I'm in a bad mood.
No, and that's the cool thing about like the transition here is like being a single woman in Glucksgat, Mississippi. How is it affecting your dating life? And realistically, do you feel like it's don't do that? Don't do that. You are a catch. You're a survivor. So how is that? How is that when it comes to being a single woman right now in 2020? With a legitimate job in Mississippi, living with her mom and dad. How is how is that?
It sucks.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you.
No, I'm not gonna tell y'all. It's fine. I love it. I am very much. I date myself. Okay. And that's fine. I've been single a long time before this pandemic, so that's something I'm comfortable with. But it is kind of funny. I was like, this is the year, 2020 is going to be the year that I date. And the universe was like, hold my beer. Watch what's about to happen.
Well, no, I mean, so you got yourself ready to get out there and really start, getting on Tinder. And are you using Tinder? What are you on? Well, first, what are you on?
Tinder.
You do it. Are you on? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say this. I bet you're on Christian Mingle, one, and then I'll also say I believe you're on FarmersOnly.com. I think you got.
You don't have to be lonely with Farmers Only.
Can you say that again, please, for our people in the back?
You don't have to be lonely for Farmers Only. Done with you.
Do you have a profile on Farmers Only?
I'm not on either of those. So thank you very much. I have one on Bumble.
Okay.
But the purpose of Bumble is like for women to talk to men first, so you don't get the creepy messages. But I don't have anything to say really, so I don't talk first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're not doing well. It's just we're not doing well with that.
Could you give us the most awkward pickup line someone has given you online?
Oh, God.
I think all the women understand this more than men because I feel like, we're shooting the shot. You guys are, receiving the brick off of the iron. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I went to such a dark place with that question. It was just like a blur of terrible memory.
Just give me something that not necessarily the weirdest or anything. Just give me something recent that you were just like, for real though. Okay, that's how you're coming.
I can tell you the worst. I can tell you the worst thing that happened. Better than I can tell you the worst pickup line. But I had a guy talk to me for 2 weeks, and everything was great and normal.
All right.
He invited me to go to Etch, downtown Nashville.
Okay.
It's like $100 a plate type of place.
Okay.
And then a concert at Ascend. Get there. Yeah, he was a gay gentleman who was shopping for a surrogate.
Wait, could you say this again one more time? Just one more time.
For the people in the back.
People in the back.
He was a gay gentleman who was shopping for a surrogate.
As in he wanted you to carry a child.
And he was posing as a straight man that was wanting to date. And and I walked in. And
you must have been in Atlanta.
I was in Nashville. And I still haven't recovered for that situation. I'm gonna flip the camera around and let you see what's walking up right now. They're trying to ignore me. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's see. Let's check it out. This is coming from Mississippi, y'all.
There they are.
True love, baby.
Look at Sherry's hat.
True love,
Look
baby.
at her.
Can we ask them a question? Can we ask them a question? Can we get a quick question?
We're not doing it. They're gone.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I wanted to add some more people in this. You know, I wanted to add some more.
Did you see Sherry jump though?
No, I love your mom had her sun hat on. She wasn't going to get any type of burn out there in 63 degrees. Let me tell you that right now.
She's protected. She's gonna.
Our parents, they might die. They might die of corona, but ain't no way in hell they going out because of sunburn. All right, that's the first
no
thing.
Sunburn on Sherry.
Many don't burn no chicken. Your mama don't. All right. This is another reference, y'all. If you got any of the crazy pickup lines that guys have ever used on you and you feel comfortable, put it in the chat section. We want to gauge them. We want to talk about it. We want to laugh about it. Tiffany, I'm talking to you specifically. And then let's go ahead. Don't put anything Olympia that I've told you. I really appreciate that.
I really want to hear Olympia now.
I don't. In fact, I don't. What's the best present you ever received? Who gave it to you, and why was it so special?
Amlin, he sent me rainbow roses when I was in the hospital with that surgery, and it was just like the happiest I could be in a sad situation. I still have them. They're dried. He found them. He was like determined to find me those roses and cheer me up. So that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Olympia just said,
I missed something that someone else gave me. My bad. Like rainbow roses.
No, it's fine. You kind of just like, shit on everybody else that ever gave you anything. You were like, yeah, my dad got me a whole pony. And I was just like, roses. I'm easy to please. Don't worry about it.
Olympia.
She said you got farmersonly.com in my head, yo. Check it out. Y'all get on there.
I have to be lonely.
Yeah, it's lonely out there with corona. Hold on.
My allergies are just like, because I'm outside. Because we have satellite internet.
Somebody, Tiffany just said you out there with this corona. They mad. They like, no, you gotta tell people I live in the field where there is no corona. We are all right. We are okay.
The reason why I'm outside is because we're all the way out in the country. We have satellite internet. So like I don't have good enough service to have done this from my laptop.
Can we talk a little bit about how we met and where we first linked up?
Oh, I would love that so much. Do you want to kick that off?
Yeah. I think 2016, I believe. We were working at Ashurion with the other half of Nashville. Shout out to all the Ashurion people across the world. And there was a lady there that we did not like too much. I believe she got fired. She was there for about a week. She was really aggressive. And then this ray of sunshine comes in, Hope. And then she's just like, hey, what's up? Had a near-death experience. This is my new gig. I'm excited to be here. And that's like, I guess, how we kind of linked up. And it was like,
that's basically the story. And we sat right next to each other for a year and a half. And we had one. We have to give a shout out to one.
Yeah, we got to shout out one, always.
Yes. And Brent.
Mm-hmm.
All of our people.
Major love. Martrice, Brandy.
I'm
gonna go down. R.I.P. Was it who passed away? Cedric? No, I can't remember his name.
It was Cedric.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to everybody, man. Shout out to Nashville, Sherion, Antioch, baby. It was always Olympia just put it up. She just said the Sherion gang for life. Yeah.
Yes.
If you got a cell phone and it was replaced, that's where it came from, baby. If your grandmama didn't know how to use her iPhone 9, call somebody, she was calling Antioch. That's what happened.
That was I really enjoyed that job. And they were good to their people.
Yeah.
One in is it People Culture?
Yeah.
Is that title? Yes. The Fun Maker.
Fun Maker. I always found it funny how at call centers, and this was my first time ever working with a call center, it was wild because it was just like you come from an office environment where it's just office. Maybe you do something on Christmas, maybe you do something. But like it's so weird to me how it's like 90% women, it's 10% male that want to be with the 90% of women. And, you know, it's just like they do so much to like keep the place not stagnant. So like we would have, you know, pizza day, hat day,
hot chicken day,
bring your ass to work day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's
remember when they played Hanson nonstop?
No.
You had to like do the thing called stop to get them to stop playing bop.
Yeah, I mean, and I just feel like in those places, it was such a different like vibe. Like, did you feel like it was one of the most eccentric places you potentially worked at before?
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In a really good way.
Yeah.
Because like I worked at Service Source, you know, downtown,
mm-hmm.
and it was kind of like that, but not. I mean, Asurion definitely was doing that call center environment well.
Mm-hmm.
And Dell, you know, that's a call center environment as well. But Asurion was definitely way more upbeat, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be blasting these companies like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could tell that people were happy to be there, that they weren't like just super pissed off to be at work.
Do you feel like Nashville has done enough to acknowledge the people that are being forced out of regular East Nashville when it comes to gentrification and people that aren't from Nashville moving in and basically changing the culture?
No, I think Nashville is like wanting to cater to tourists. That's the only thing they care about is what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville's been hit so hard recently, that tornado that came through. I was in town for that, and then the day after the tornado, the coronavirus came to town, and the news completely transitioned from that to coronavirus. And so there's just so much going on. That would be a whole other episode, I feel like, to go down that path. But no, I don't. I think Nashville needs to work on some things like affordable housing for their locals. Because this is not New York. This is not LA. This is Nashville. It should not be. When I moved there in 2010, I paid $300 in rent. And when I left in September, I was living out there in Nippers Corner.
All right.
Paying, like $12.50.
Yeah.
No, that's tough.
It just seems weird that there's always, a new development, but I rarely hear of them trying to keep people in Nashville without having to feel like they, can't afford to be there. It's just so weird to me. I think about even my sister. I think she was outbid almost 4 times for a house. And just really, yeah. And I mean, just being in that situation where you're top qualified, you're ready to go, but there's just so many people and so much money in Nashville.
It's $20,000 is what you need to buy a home as a down payment. $20,000. Who has $20,000? I don't know. Just, and it's hard to logically think like, well, if I want, just bought this house in Mississippi, it would be $90,000.
Amazing.
And the same house in Nashville is going to be about $400,000. What?
Would you consider Nashville the white Atlanta?
I would.
Could you give me some reasons why? Since you've been to both and experienced.
Pedal taverns.
Wait, could you say that a little bit louder?
For the people in the back again, pedal taverns.
What is a pedal tavern for the people that don't know?
God, it's like, I guess it would be like a wagon with the table that has seats, and then it has, bicycles, and so you pedal. And then you have a keg of beer, and you go around, you just scream, woo! And you wear a cowboy hat and boots. And there's hundreds of them.
All right, we just got pedal taverns. Oh, we got it down. We got it down. It's like, no, they do, because they hold up traffic. Everybody on there is just literally there to take selfies. Nobody's really enjoying exercising and drinking at the same time. It doesn't go together. Nope.
Can I just say shout out to Kathleen for still being on here at 39 minutes?
No. Major love to Kathleen. I love your hat. It seems like you're in Antarctica doing really cool stuff that we're not doing.
She was in Finland for her birthday. She went by herself to see the Northern Lights in Finland. Killing it. That's the company I keep.
Ryan has
independent women.
There you go. That don't need no man for what?
For nothing.
Come on.
For a couple things.
Okay. Well, just those, but outside of that, nothing. Thank you for bringing that on here, man. This is beautiful. We got Jordan McMillan. What up? Hope.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, now. What's the hardest thing about finding love?
Oh God, it's just not real anymore. I remember, back in the day when you were a teenager, early 20s coming up, people talk to each other.
Yeah.
Men would walk over to women and say, "What's up?
Yeah,
How's
yeah,
it
yeah.
going?
Correct.
Hello, greetings."
Greetings from the male perspective.
People, they don't talk to each other anymore. Men just don't talk to women. It's a real problem. You don't meet organically anymore. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, dress cute, go walk around Kroger,
Get
like,
chose.
hope for the best.
Get chose. Drop some ice cream.
Just
Tiffany
be
just
like
said
very,
truth.
I don't even. It's just become a very disposable world. I think Instagram has a lot to do with that. I'm not hating. I think it's men and women both expect that they deserve a 10 because that's what they're saying on Instagram. And if you're not checking every single box, well, it's so disposable. You can just hop right on Tinder, whatever, farmers only, if you will, and fetch you right up somebody else. And that's just unfortunate that people are not really wanting to be in it for the long game anymore. It's just kind of like, what can you do for me right now? Okay, great, next.
I think when you talk about that, there's so many different places that you can be in life. You know what I'm saying? Just starting off, starting over, potentially getting out of, maybe being widowed or something like that. It's like you don't really know where that person is. But I do think that when Tiffany put up, she put on here truthfulness. I was just looking at that and I was like, man, we all have these personas online. Yesterday when I was talking to, I believe Kobe. She said that we're an extension of our social media. It's kind of like our personality. So I thought that was kind of different to see that. But if our social media is the fake, you know what I'm saying, that everybody is putting out there, does that in turn make us fake when it comes to being in a potential relationship with somebody? Because they're seeing the 100% best filtered version of us.
It's your highlight reel,
Right.
I try to post the good and the bad. I've been trying actually to do more of like the bad than the good, just because it's real, like, and then that's relatable. And I used to post a lot on social media. I would really share everything, and I really dialed that in for a couple reasons, and none of them were good. I had a random person walk up to me at a bar a couple years ago, and they knew my whole life story.
Yeah.
Oh, Hope Pace Pack, Mississippi, you had that job, you almost died, you do this, you do that. I'm just like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I had met you one time at a party in college, and now you know my whole life. I'm uncomfortable.
I would too.
So that's just, you have to just be ready for that, I guess, if you're going to be sharing. So now I try to be more just mindful was what I want on my social media. I want it to be an actual reflection of like what's really going on and not what I want people to think, is going on.
Do you feel like you can find a soulmate, or does a soulmate have to find you?
They say like your person is walking towards you right now. I hear that. That's a thing that I've heard. Like if you're a single person and you're out there and you're on this journey, like that person you're supposed to be with is on their journey as well, and ultimately you're walking towards each other. And I like to believe that that's true. I don't know about a soulmate. I think that might set unrealistic expectations, that there's just like this person out there that's just like, completely meant for you and you're perfect and you'll mesh together and everything will be great. No, I think like a soulmate would take like the worst version of you and the best version of you and just be grateful for you and whatever that translates into of what their soul, maybe it won't be a perfect match, but it'll be very compatible.
When you say that though, I think it's a cool thing, because my next thing was like, do you feel like you can grow into soulmates? Is that something that you can do? Like have a really deep friendship and then maybe potentially get to that point? Do you think you can grow that love?
Yeah. I mean, the last guy that I dated, who's been on here saying Puppet Master.
All right.
We were friends first, and that blossomed into a beautiful relationship when we dated. And it just didn't, we just realized we weren't, meant to be that level, but we're still like best friends and have stayed, connected. And that's a beautiful thing. And I'm really grateful for that friendship. And I think that it is real when you say you want to be friends first with people. Those make the best friendship, like the best relationships. I want my partner to be my best friend. Hey, April.
I think that's everybody. You want to have a friendship first, and I think that's one of the things that keeps my relationship going. Is that I always tell people. I think I've told you this too. If you can spend a couple hours in a car with somebody and not want to jump the hell out, I think you kind of got something. You're like, you might have kids.
You can travel with somebody and it goes well.
Yeah,
you're on the right path.
Could you give me just a little bit of a rendition of your favorite Whitney Houston song?
I want to dance with somebody.
Yes.
Let's go, Ryan. Your turn.
I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Hey. For those that don't know, we are known for our viral video.
Yeah. we
singing that song to each other.
No, we R.I.P. Whitney.
4:30 in the morning.
No. We
on a Monday.
Best concert you've been to in the last 5 years?
Ryan, that's so tough.
I mean, I feel like from a person that goes to a lot of concerts, this might be dope because we'll probably all be able to follow them once you say who they are.
I'm trying, the last 5 years. Okay. Childish Gambino comes to mind. That was
pretty dope.
Incredible. And I got to go for free.
Okay.
Thank you. I haven't, my brain is just too much. So Jack White at the Ryman with the Rapateurs. That was the last concert that I saw before I left Nashville. Very Caucasian thing to say, Ryan.
All right. No, hey, look, it's about what you're going for and you're paying. So, since you're not getting out there in the love game, a little bit different. You gotta look at those fees when you start pressing buy.
Oh God! Oh, the ticket costs $65. Okay, cool. The fees are $75, so that'll be $3,400.
Gonna have to get drunk in this Uber.
Hope you have that vodka in your shoe.
What's the craziest way you snuck in contraband into a concert?
Oh, so it works. I do it almost every concert. And I have these bottles I got off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And they just look like lotion. Just lotion. I mean, and they seal. And you just fill them up and you throw them in your purse. I have taken them into Red Rocks. I have taken them into the Ryman, into like music festivals. They don't even look at them twice. I'm just like, thank you. It's my lotion. One of them says aloe. I'm like, I'm a ginger. Clearly, I need that. Give me.
Yo, I want to get the people that are actually watching. If you guys could put in your best concert in there, I want to flash those on the screen while we're talking. And what is the worst concert you've been to in the last 5 years? Because that one is worse.
That's real easy. Billie Eilish. That's what I say.
Billie Eilish.
I refuse to pronounce her name correctly.
Yeah.
We walked out. My friend Kathleen, she was opening for Florence and the Machine, and we can throw that in there as best concert. But yeah, I was just like, what is this? Is this a parody of it? Like, what is this? Is this an actual famous person? She won like 6 Grammys this year. It offends me.
It's hard because I feel like, you probably would look at some people and they would probably say like, yo, this is terrible music, because I think the music that I listened to 10 years ago, I don't really understand anymore. So I feel like, is it me or is the music just evolving? You know what I'm saying? And like, maybe I am my parents now, and that's cool because they had some pretty good.
I think Tupac would be ashamed of a lot of things going on.
Right. But I think that there's still room that he would be happy. You know what I'm saying? That people were taking what he did and maybe changing it up and doing something different.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of the music industry nowadays is just a joke. Like Live Nation, they're the devil. Ticketmaster, all of them.
Did we just talk for 49 minutes and not speak about the Gambler going down? Like, R.I.P. man. Like, yo, Kenny, man, we miss you, man.
We sat around the fire last night and listened to Kenny for like 2 hours. Tiff, girl,
Never
who are
been.
you?
You
Never
got to do
been to a
that.
concert. Let me take you.
She live in
Here we
Atlanta.
go.
Like, you got to do better, Tim. We could just go down the street. We can go to the mall at Lennox.
What do you mean you haven't been to a concert?
We're gonna go to the Sweet Auburn Fest, Tiffany, and they're gonna have Young Buck do an impromptu concert. It's gonna be great. We're just gonna be like, we some head busters, we some head busters, we a knock a hater how. I love
The
how
fact that actually happened.
no,
It's my
it
favorite part.
legitimately happened. No, it did. Goodness, I want to finish this up. This was one of the cool things about doing this is like I get to sit down with my friends. I get to legitimately have a conversation with them that's, to a certain extent uninterrupted by parents walking by or, bad cell phone signal. Tiffany's down. She's going to pull up with you to the concert.
Let's do it.
I think when I do these things, like I want people to know, like I care about you guys, like, and I want you to feel like, this wasn't just us getting together and just shooting the shit, but really trying to get your feelings out there, expressing yourself, expressing your love, some of the things that you deal with, and maybe some of the things that you do to cope, which is cool, which I think I got from therapy. It's gonna come in, you gotta let it go. It's gonna come in. I'm gonna say that. You gotta come
Feel your feelings.
Yeah,
Which is real.
you got to
learn how to do
that. Hope, because I know you're going. When you get to heaven, God's there. The pearly gates open. What do you want him to say to you?
Oh.
And I think it's gonna be great. What you're gonna say, I can feel it.
What I want him to say to me is welcome home. What I want to say to him is like, let's talk about all the things. I want to talk about your real feelings on homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about your real feeling, about sex before marriage. Like I have so many questions because the Bible, I feel like, was written a long time ago. There's a lot of gray areas.
A lot of third party in the Bible.
God is love, and I feel like if we just sat down and had an actual like a real conversation, he would be like, everybody's crazy. Leave the Chick-fil-A people alone. It's fine. We support everybody.
just don't do bad stuff. Just don't do bad stuff.
I don't know. I think a lot of things are blown out of proportion. You don't want to get me going down this road.
No. You know what though? I think that
my whole family's gonna be texting Sherry.
I know.
Sherry's not on Facebook.
God, we had 9 people watching this. God, can't believe you would put yourself out there like that, Hope. 8 people. It just went down to 7. No, seriously, I think like this has just been one of the most amazing things I've been able to do, and just really reconnect with my friend and really be able to, just get the perspective, because I think it's different. And sometimes like right now, I think the country is like in such a divided place. I hate to say this, but that was one of the first conversations that I had, was that maybe this situation will kind of like start turning us inward, you know what I'm saying? And being like, oh, well, you need toilet paper too, right? As stupid as that sounds, it's like, okay, so we kind of are the same. We just maybe are a little bit different. We have ebony and ivory here, but you see how we vibe, y'all. This could be
Absolutely. It should be. I mean, I would love to see the world come together right now, because it's like we're all in a big timeout together.
Yeah.
Like nobody's better than anybody right now. Like we are all in timeout.
No, the billionaire can die just like the homeless person can take the L. It's like this doesn't discriminate, and that's kind of like life. Maybe we need to think about that more than just, I don't know, who's wrong or right about, abortion or whatever else is out there.
Yeah. I mean, the way that we are reacting right now to this is not the way that other countries are reacting. Like in Taiwan, there was not a shortage of things. People were not panic shopping. They respected the rules. The same thing in other countries. Like that's not the thing. Like in Italy, like they didn't go and buy all the toilet paper. There was enough for everybody. So I just think there's a lot of entitlement in America, and it's very unfortunate because life has a way of wiping that right out of you. Like, oh yeah, you're entitled. Okay, well now you're just gonna be grateful for whatever you can get your hands on. You're using that one ply, but you're thankful for it.
we gotta have joy. We gotta keep doing that.
Yes.
Yo, is there a charity you want to shout out? Is there an organization that you want to put out there? Is there something that you want the people to know about that you love?
Yeah, just with all the devastation that went on in Nashville, we still need to remember that tornado hit 2 weeks ago, and there's people that lost everything they own and that are still displaced. So Hands On Nashville is doing a lot to help with that. There's a lot of Project 615. They're doing a campaign to raise money for those people, especially in the restaurant industry that lost their jobs before the coronavirus had businesses closing. So yeah, spread some love towards Nashville. They've really gone through it in the last 2 weeks, and they're hanging in there, and they're still spreading love to others. So I think we can all take a note from that.
I think I see your parents coming back in. This is a great way for us to end this. Yo, I love you so much. Thank you for jumping on with me. And again, everybody, this has been On the Couch with Ryan. Go ahead and give us a closeout, final thought, Miss Hope down there in Mississippi.
This has brightened me up so much. It's been a rough week, and I've been down, and now I'm just in the best mood, and I just really appreciate you taking the time to really craft these questions. I had no idea
copy and paste
what I was in for, and I'm glad I didn't ask, because I would have been nervous and I would have sounded scripted, and so I'm just grateful for you brightening up my day. Ryan, I love you. You're one of my favorite humans, and you keep doing this.
I will. No, and look, I need some co-hosts. I need some people to give me some perspective. But thank you, Ivory. You have a great night.
Yeah, Ebony, have a great one.